Hey guys, okay, so welcome to my first video of 2018. I promised myself in 2018 that I would make this the best YouTube year yet, and our office is not done. Alex is actually probably going to be starting YouTube as well, but once it's done, I feel like I'll be more in like the YouTube vibe, but I haven't been like super motivated to film because I'm not planned out for everything. Once our office is done, I think we will both be super motivated to make videos. We've just been so busy and it's kind of slowing down for me, so I promise that I will make YouTube a priority. Since I decided that my channel is going to be more budget, simplistic, minimalistic focused, I'm going to tell you 5 tips to help you budget and save money. I have them on my phone so I don't start like rambling as I usually do. I'm going to try to make them like short and sweet. First tip I have after your paycheck goes into your bank account is to pay all of your bills first, or half of them if you have them spread out throughout the month, and then put some into savings. My mom, when I was probably like 16 or 17, taught me to put a little bit into savings every single paycheck, even if this is just $20 to $100 a paycheck. I know it doesn't sound like much if it's 20 bucks, but it does add up, and that actually gave me a hefty savings for when I became a young adult. But this way all your bills are set aside, and most bills are necessities. For example, you have to pay for your car, you have to pay to keep the lights on. A cell phone kind of is a necessity. I know for some people it isn't, but I would say it is. Just stuff like that to make sure it's paid for and out of the way, and then that way you're not spending your money and then you find out that your phone bill is due and you spent all your money at the mall. So that's just my suggestion to kind of keep in check. And you can also set up to do electronic transfer or, you know, automatic transfers, so you don't even have to think about it, but just be aware that that money is coming out of your checks. Number 2 is something I need to be better about this year, and that is couponing. I used to call it couponing. I've talked about this before. I don't know why. That is just something that will help you. I know there are coupon sites online. There's stuff on apps to save money, like Cartwheel with Target is really, really good. And I know I still get coupons in the mail, like American Eagle's really good about it, Bath & Body's really good about it, and so is Bed Bath Beyond. I probably have like 20 of those 20% off, but anything helps if you're out shopping. I usually keep them in my car, that way if you're at that store and you actually forgot a coupon, you can just run out to your car. If your parents also get the paper, this is a more old school way to get coupons, but they usually have those booklets of coupons in the middle of the paper, so I highly suggest that as well. Number 3 is to not sign up for every credit card that is offered to you. I have maybe 4 to 5 credit cards myself. I get those junk mail pieces where they want you to sign up for their credit card, and then suddenly you have, you know, 10 credit cards, and then there's balances on each of them, and that just turns into a disaster because then you have to pay on those monthly, and then interest can build up, and interest is something that you do not want because it just adds on more money than what you really owe. So watch those numbers when you actually do sign up for a credit card, but don't say yes to anything that is just offered to you. For example, I noticed that these stores are really, really good about kind of just like putting in their plug while you're paying. Like TJ Maxx, Home Goods, and Marshalls is one of them that never misses asking me, and I'm probably in there, you know, like 2-3 times a month just because I like browsing. But they're just like, hi, would you like to sign up for a credit card? You get 20% off today. And right there, that sounds like a good deal because you're like, oh, well, all this stuff could be 20% off. But then you have to pay it off, and then if you charge more later on down the road, the interest adds up, so you end up spending more in their store than originally planned, and that's their goal, so just be aware of all of that. Number 4 is to start cooking instead of going out to eat. The grocery store can be expensive, don't get me wrong, but if you go out to eat every single day for every single meal, that can get ridiculously expensive. And if you go out to eat for lunch every day, that can also be expensive. So if you do work, be sure to take your lunch maybe 3 to 4 times a week, even if it's just like macaroni or a salad. You can make sandwiches. That will ease your bank account a little bit and not have it take out, you know, $13 to $20 a day, especially if you're going to places where you have to tip, because then you might get a drink, you might get a meal, you might want dessert, I don't know, and then you have to tip them as well. So just be aware of like how much you're spending, because some people aren't aware that eating out is actually probably the biggest expense that you don't need, but it is enjoyable and convenient. That's why people do it. So that is one way to save money, and since we've gotten married, we've kind of tried to cook, I want to say like 3 to 4 nights a week, and then bring our lunches as well. But it is still a challenge because, you know, everywhere it's so convenient to just go in, get lunch, and then head back. Number 5 is kind of more a simplistic, minimalistic tip, and that is to reevaluate what you need versus what you want. For example, I need a new winter coat and I want a new pair of shoes, so I'm probably going to end up buying the coat and just get shoes later on because I have a ton of shoes in my closet. If you saw all that I have, you'd be like, why do you need shoes? For me, the biggest thing that it's hard not to spend my money on is clothes. So I have to ask myself a question, will I wear this again, you know, over and over and over? Is this a staple piece in my closet, and will this be in Goodwill in like a year, or will it fall apart? So quality is a big thing now for me. I stopped shopping at places like Forever 21 because their crap just falls apart, and I don't know about you guys, but anytime I washed it, it like went above my belly button. You know, like it just wasn't good quality. But then stores like The Loft and places like that, their quality is just so good. So watch where you're spending your money and then kind of weigh out your needs and your wants, and you will save money that way just by asking yourself questions while you're shopping. Those are my 5 tips to help you budget and save some money. I hope to help you guys. And I want to say that Alex and I will be going to VidCon in June, and I hope to meet some of you guys. I know a few YouTubers that are already going, and I'm going to try to meet up with them. If you're going, please let me know. I will put my Twitter in the bottom bar. That's probably the best way to reach out to me, or in the comments below. I always read the comments. I just want to meet other YouTubers because I haven't really in real life. I've met people that have been on YouTube and like done YouTube, but not actually like have a network and do the same kind of things I'm doing. So I'm really excited to just go and like see people I recognize and like run up to them and fangirl, but I've never done that before, so it might just be scary. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!